Soon all the old poets will be dead poets.
Yeah.
Very soon all of the old poets will be dead poets. Don't look at my wrinkles. Don't look at my wrinkles. Beguile me in your languid language, but please, dear God, don't look at my wrinkles. You may defecate on my tombstone, spill wine in my graveyard, $5 to find your diffident self upstairs where they mash your face in the antiquated post-apocalyptic fecal fatuity of the drunk prophets who used to drink here. Before the nymphs, inebriation became illegal, but not black and white photographs of old people. Don't expose how my new is just not new anymore. How my you is just not you anymore. Don't contrive an ending. I'm not dead yet. Don't salivate on my combed over backwards pages of fallen idols or inquire in public as to what happened to them, those who once stood up for anything and lied to themselves. Thou may worship false ideals and build thy opulent sovereignty on quicksand, but don't sit on my spleen. Don't lift up my skirt. Oh, the trepidation between my legs. These old lips ain't hip to the drip drip that sags on down past my knees. Please, don't look at my wrinkles. Don't even trace the slits with your fingertips of my shallow curtain. Don't peek an eyebrow to the new dead skin populating the pockmarked shapes that frame in this physiognomy of extreme poverty. Don't even raise a finger to the once fecund figure, now only enervating the wannabe beats that skip perfectly in tune to the hardly cacophonous commerce in the street. And don't speak of the epigonic petulance of my past lovers. Don't ameliorate that abhorrent something that once was, but isn't, and can't be. Don't draw attention to the diaphanously glazed over look in my eyes, or the dissimulated realities in which I was once reaching in your general direction, if only not for sweaty altruism, that bastard, which always gets in the way of things. Do what you will with me, but please don't point out how comfortable we would be if we would just give up and start living again. Old poets don't like young poets, because young poets ain't dead yet. Sleepy-eyed dawn, in love, lust, and despair we trust. Nothing if not nostalgia for corruptions of the past. Do you have anything to burn, anything with which to light yourself on fire in front of her? Anything to make this idol relevant with words? The casual causal connecting dots, etching constellations between brown spots traversing her back. Exposed, reasoning down from heaven to tell you how something is bound to happen. How maybe if you were to disappear, you could exist as a thing again. How you might have to leave just to be somewhere. But as long as she still sings, you want to be right here, young and terrified, periodically beautiful, even though it's only lines and shapes that excite. Like the way she never exhales, delicately allowing the smoke to find its own way out. Or how she's rarely happy if she's not dancing. But oh, how the night is perpetually too short-lived. Please be my vespertine lover, my callow crepuscular bedroom eyes, the heavy quilt to militate my sleepwalk, and the prophylaxis against talking myself into a coma. Very soon all the old poets will be dead poets. Baby, I'm gonna leave you, words still in your mouth, starving involuntary like manslaughter. Won't kiss me with street tongue beneath your hammer ears, even between begging to firefly your private priest-like ghost candy. Fuck you and your fuck me eyes. Will not stake them, yet refuse to refuse them. You is as much me as I can stomach at the moment. Baby, your love is madness. I've multiplied the reprobatable things you've done by those you've always been afraid of doing and subtracted that caught-off-guard look in your eyes. I've seen you, guilty enough to admit it. Admit it. You and I were dance partners once on earth when the words were themselves, and children appeared as such for as long as it took to make relevant how irrelevant those words dripping from their mouths came piled, one on top of the other, in that place where we forgot to stop to wonder what will
as opposed to what is. Tell the metaphysicians in your life to stop asking for favors. They were never novel, like lonely old dive poets patiently waiting to stop listening to their arteries hardening, copying and pasting futures like caskets, erasing the evidence of presence to pretend a universe alive in which you are not allowed to live. Stop patronizing this idea of what you think, I think, you are. I dare you. You are not the nihilist. You believe least in yourself.
You are most when you are not.
Some shadow Buddha who only comes when it makes the most sense, hiding behind the stench of the others closest to him.
It was only after the moment when everything began collapsing. I arrived insane to this hotel near the center of the city last night. The syllables written on the inside of her eyelids left me furthest from sleep until the flood of the other returned as if we had never been given to ourselves in the first place. But you kept dancing in spite of the rain. Plate tectonics is only an idea. Awareness is the disease. You are Pangea. The moment is always unchangeable. What comes after calling itself by the same name is beautiful, creative, untruth. Truth is the opposite of beauty. However, this has yet to become aware of itself, thus we waste the way for her, trembling, fear she will be taken from us. Baby, I will always look for you when the sounds are all that's left, the words stripped of their inheritance. Before the moment bears witness and vanishes into eternal spring. Dear madness, it would not be possible to miss you. You are longing itself.